So, hello everyone. This is your friend and your senior dev advocate Sujan Dutta. In our last episode, we spoke about employee works, how that entire SQ looks like. But what's inside employee works? What exactly the end user are going to be interfacing around? It's employee slate. So, employee slate is something that's available from Zurich Patch 9. It's been made in Google Lit JS, and it's based on entirely on the Kubernetes based architecture. And we already had Dipti who could demo to us how the entire slate is going to be looking for. Dipti, would you like to start with a quick introduction for yourself?
Sure, Sujan. Thank you so much for having me. And my name is Deepti, and I'm a staff product manager. And I basically spend my time these days trying to implement and work around employee works and then our lower level umbrella employee slate to get it implemented for our field teams so that they can be successful on field.
That's great to know. So, what's Employee Slate all about? This is the new terminology. I think this got launched in within Knowledge on May 5th. Very brand new stuff. What is this all about?
Before we go on to employee slate, a quick sneak peek into our safe harbor, and now again deep diving into our employee slate content. So, employee slate is basically your next generation employee experience. So, you can call it like um, you can basically have everything sit on a simple hyper personalized platform. So the experience adapts to employees roles, tasks, and what needs their attention. It's natively powered by Moveworks, meaning the conversational layer has the full agentic reasoning engine behind it. It has a context you don't need to browse, no knowing which team to contact or which form to fill. AI will figure out the intent and the context and the path to resolution for you. Speaking from a tech stack perspective, like you also touched upon, Sujan, Employee Slate is built on AI UX framework, a new platform level stack built ground up for the AI first experiences. It's off-glide, running on Kubernetes using Google's Lit JS for web components. And this is not like a revamp to Employee Center. This is an entirely new skin. So it's different code base built for a different era to give you more hyper personalized and more customer grade experience. So I think this is a good time to showcase and demo that what this looks like in practice. I'm going to walk through Employee Slate, and you'll immediately see
This,
why it's
yeah,
fundamentally.
I've seen lots of stuffs in the left side. Like I seen World Knowledge, Enterprise Search, Canvas, Inbox, Org Chart. So all this is part of Employee Slate, or what does Employee Slate comprise of? Is just the search engine that you see in the middle, it's that only, or what is there?
No, so Employee Slate has search as its main focus because this is your main entry point into your conversational AI front door. But all other things like World Knowledge, Enterprise, Canvas, Inbox, Org Chart, these come inbuilt as part of Employee Slate itself. So I think we'll start with the home page because it's right there on the left navigation on the top, and there's a reason why it's on the top, right? So this is the Employee Slate homepage, what you see here. So the first thing you see is the Omnibar in the middle. You ask anything, you search anything, and everything starts there. This is your go-to place to enter into a conversation or an AI first conversational experience. But this isn't just like your normal search bar that returns links, right? It's the entry point to the agentic reasoning engine that we just discussed in detail in our last video. So below it, you would also see there is a canvas of apps, and these are controlled by admin. These are basically set by organizations to understand that what is the latest employee comms that we want to go ahead with, or what is the popular content that is being searched, what is your top links, what is the upcoming holiday. And this is a start point for any employee to see what organization has to release or offer. Now going on to basically canvas. So this is where the personalization or the hyper personalization takes that spin, right? This is your personal canvas for an employee. Employees can go ahead and pin whatever widgets that matter to me. They can build their own layout, and they can make changes to this space however they want to. So there is an edit button here, and you can see that you can change the layout. No, I feel that time zone buddy widget should be on the top. I can do that too. Then you feel that probably you don't need this widget, you can delete it. There are also some widgets that come as part of your widget library. You can add them. Supposedly I see a widget for total rewards. I can go ahead, I can add this onto my system, and I can just simply save it. And I can set the layout however I would want to. So this is basically this is not a default layout. This can change for an employee however they want to see their canvas. Now there's one more very interesting aspect to it, which Widget Builder also allows custom widgets to be created, and admins or system admins can go ahead and vibe code different widgets depending on giving just simple prompts. Now going back to the unified inbox. So here's the unified inbox. Basically, whatever approval or requests you see, whether it's an open task, approval, pending request, everything is at one stop shop now. There is no more separate places to go about. So what you see is that it's an intelligence layer that is actively monitoring and surfacing what needs your attention. So all your approvals will basically go ahead and sit under to-dos, and rest everything else will sit under your everything else tab under the inbox. Now going back to my homepage, let's try and see some wow moments in terms of trying to see a real conversation request. So let's assume that Maria is our employee, and she works in sales, and she wants to go ahead and understand that what are the next steps in one of her account renewals. So we can simply write that what are the next steps on the Technova renewal and just send it out. So what you see here is our common AI assistant Otto looking up into different CRM accounts opportunities, fetching the right thing, checking what process needs to be followed, and then consolidating and giving you a response.
So does this also work under whatever Maria's access profiles are? So I hope that is going to be replicating out when it's fetching the data and using Otto. I hope that is the scenario.
Yes. So basically, it has gone ahead. It could be any CRM system at play, right? That it could be Dynamics or anybody. It has found the account, fetched data from there, and has also given you an indication that your next step should be that you should send them an NDA document, because as per them, they probably are in type renewal. So there needs to be a renewal that needs to be made. So Maria can
KBs, it's actually fetching the last records, and it's bringing in all the unified information to Maria.
correct. So it is doing different workflows from different points to get you the result, to get you a consolidated result without asking you to go anywhere. It is searching the CRM system. It is asking your own renewal policy. It is also asking you what needs to be done.
Got it.
Basically, we can go ahead and say that go ahead and send an NDA to renewal manager. And it is also fetching where this NDA should be sent from. So it is also fetching the DocuSign connector. So basically, it is exactly trying to ask you that, okay, I'll send it to Adam. Where should I send it to? So for demo purposes, I will just give my own email, like the employee I'm logged in with.
It's good to see like, and it's not just just hallucinating something and fetching or sending the data, because NDA renewals is very customer like sensitive data. So it's kind of ensuring that the correct email IDs are when, if there's not one. So there's a very good validation that's happening over here. Yeah, perfectly.
Yep, it will say that, okay,
So,
I have drafted it. You can just say on a single click, yes, it will call the right connector to send it, and it'll send your NDA and process the updates. And it will also give you the envelope ID on what it is sent through. Now,
fantastic.
just to understand a little more in detail about, what does world knowledge entail? So going again to world knowledge from the left navigation, just building on what we have been demoing supposedly. Now, as an employee, you would also want to know that, what's happening in the industry, so that I can go and talk to the customer. So let's put that I will be talking to Technova Industrial Group. It's a manufacturing company, and I want to understand that how AI is disrupting that industry right now. So what it's going to do is it's going to search AI in manufacturing, and it will review all available resources internally as well as externally. Basically, this is in parallel to your external search, so that your employees can research, synthesize, and prepare with depth for every conversation and decision, and it will still have the right context. And it will give you each and every source it has fetched information from. So again, it's not like random guessing that where it has come from. It is precisely out, like showing what your citation and source is.
Yeah. And that is why like it's termed as world knowledge. The entire uh, knowledge from the outside can be fetched, and the within the employee's experience.
Correct. And now just extending again our use cases, let supposedly that employee Maria has to attend a meeting. So obviously she needs to know the company travel policy, right? So we'll go ahead and just say, I want to know my company travel policy. It will fetch you, it will give you a summary on what your policy looks like, and then it will give you all the results that are underlying, that are sorted by either most relevant, newest, or oldest first. Now, this basically eliminates the frustration of knowing where to look, right? So searching million of content pieces or million of content policies that get updated every day, this enterprise search will help employees find what they need instantly, regardless of wherever it lives. So if you see on the filter, you'll be able to see the sources it is fetching from. And if an employee wants, it can shortlist it. Just fetch me from company FAQ, or maybe just fetch me an information from last 30 days because I want to see latest and greatest. So you can do any of that, and you
And I
should
guess
still
this is
be able to.
all the connector that we were talking about in our last video, that we can just connect and pull the data for the employee slate for the respective employees. Fantastic.
Correct. And since we selected specific filters, it has, you know, trimmed down our content to only things that we are looking forward to. Before we wrap up, something very interesting that, a lot of devs might be looking forward to is something that the admin experience, like for the demo purposes, we have given that to Maria, but we should also be able to wipe code our widgets, so that you can create any widget that you see on the canvas. So just to show you a glimpse, I have given it one prompt that create a widget for today's weather with the icon, temperature, hard coded with sample data. It will give you a custom made wipe coded widget within a matter of not even minutes, within a matter of seconds, I would say. And you can just simply go ahead, save this widget if you would like, and it will appear for your employees in the canvas to use.
Perfect. I think this is great to see that it's not only just fetching of information. You can drive the actions from there. You can understand the process out there. It's customizable. You can have your own canvas defined, so it's all together a perfect package for any employee to work upon. And that is why they say this is how the future employee experience is going to be looking like. Thank you so much, Dipti. I think for sharing all this knowledge. Not only just product overview, the SKU overview, but in-depth demo also, a first-hand demo for all of us in terms of understanding how the employee slate works. So thank you so much for all your efforts and knowledge sharing.
My pleasure, Sujan.